And they kind of start scrolling and I'm like, oh, this is so weird. They're on a date, but they're on their phones. So Saturday night, I was at Beertown, and here's why it matters to you if you're a business owner. All right, so we were at Beertown, my husband and my kids and I were just kind of, you know, eating, having a couple drinks, whatever. And the Raptors game was going on. It's playoff season, so it kind of has my attention. I'm not a huge basketball person, but I do like to kind of keep up, you know, I just like to know what's going on with the Raptors. And so they're playing, but I had to like watch this couple. I didn't have to watch them, that sounds really creepy. Okay, so over this couple's shoulder was the TV that I could see. So once in a while, I just went to see what the score was. I'd kind of peek at the score and then go back to, you know, what's around me. Now here's what's interesting. The couple, you could tell they were on like a first, second, third date. You could just kind of tell by the chemistry and by the awkwardness, you know how you can just tell. And they're probably like young 20s. And so this really pretty girl, this cute guy, you could tell he had like a really cool personality. He looked really likable. And so they're kind of like on this cute little date, and I was with my family, and then once in a while, I'd kind of look over the couple's shoulder to look at the game. Here's what I noticed. The guy just, it would kind of get quiet at their table, and then he would grab his phone and start scrolling. And I was like, weird. And then she grabbed her phone and started scrolling, because what do you do when someone scrolls in front of your face? You kind of grab your phone too, so you're not super awkward. And they kind of start scrolling, and I'm like, oh, this is so weird. They're on a date, but they're on their phones. So listen, me and my family, doesn't matter what we do. We don't do phones at the supper table. Don't care about that. Here's why I was interested. I am a marketer. So I was like, man, even when people are on their dates, they can't put down the phone. And that to me said, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, it doesn't matter what people are doing, whether they're in a waiting room, whether they're in line at the grocery store, whether they're at a stoplight, whether they're on a date having fun, they're gonna look at their phone. So that tells me it's a huge insight into people, which we already knew, that they spend hours and hours and hours scrolling. So if you are a business person, if you are a salesman, if you want to be in front of people, if you're building your brand for whatever reason, you got to get on there, because nothing has the attention like our phones. Seriously, we're willing to ignore a beautiful woman just because what's so important happening on Facebook or Instagram. So anyway, to me that was just a huge like light bulb moment, so to speak. And I was just like, wow, it doesn't matter where people are, they are scrolling. And I've seen the stats, I've seen the data, but it was really interesting to see in real life. So if you're a business person, get where the people are, and the people are on their phones. It doesn't matter if it's Saturday night, date night, they are on their phones, which means that's where you need to be. Produce content like crazy, push it, run the ads, build your brand, get in front of people. This is the time to do it.